Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Jared Weathers, and welcome back. We are back again with Mr. Andrew. Andrew, how are you?
I'm okay, Jerry. It's always good to talk to you. We have a good way of talking. I like to communicate and hear what other people have to say.
Me too.
So you want to talk about Roe v. Wade?
Yeah. Let's do that first, since it's on the minds of all the people.
This is first of all, as you know, I am a church going Christian. I don't mind. Look, atheists are fine. Gnostics are fine. Buddhists are fine. Islam is fine. Whatever. Okay, free country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So you can think what you want. The United States and not the opposite. Okay, in Roe v. Wade, I believe it's good. That's my personal view. But on the other hand, I said this, Gary, I don't think this is the bottom line. I think it's a fact that I take it. I don't think a woman can be forced to have a baby. I mean,
I agree.
I don't think so. But on the other hand, I think that they have to be advised that there's moral issue. You may not think there's moral issue. I don't remember what you said before. But for me, there's a moral issue. I think the woman should be advised of that there is a protection. Not say it's the right protection, not say it's the wrong protection. There is an opinion of you that moral issue. And I say that the woman should discuss it with doctors, not only doctors, whoever is conducting these. But on the other hand, Gary, if you feel there's not moral issue, then that's it. You, you think that abortion should be a birth control? What do you view?
Abortion for me personally is I don't carry it one way or another. It depends on the person. If a person wants to have an abortion, talks to, if they're married or have a boyfriend, if they talk to that out there to their significant other and they're okay with it, then and I mean most of that should go to the woman anyway because they have more of an obligation to carry a child. Whereas I think it's more like a 55 to 45 split on opinions for that. I don't think that it should be completely one person's. Well, I don't think it should be completely the man's view because he doesn't have to carry the baby. So if the woman doesn't want to have a baby and he does, then I guess he has to go find someone else that will have a baby.
Yes, and you raised a very significant issue that is really interesting. It takes two to tango, Gary. It takes
That's
a
true.
woman and a man to have a baby, right?
Yeah.
So don't you think that a guy, a man, has as much stake, I think, in this potential child as a woman? He's involved in the creation of the child. He may care about
No.
that child.
No.
You know?
No. Because while you're right, it does take two to tango per se. The woman has to carry the baby. More. It's gonna be more on their shoulders than it is the man's. So I don't think that he should have as much of a say.
What about now? Don't you think that's that is an anti-male position? In other words, a guy may care and love as much as a woman that baby. Guys, you can get guys that can be compassionate and loving. You think all men are hard-hearted to me. Yes, they are. Someone said that to me yesterday. They said women are more compassionate. That is
Yeah.
nonsense. There's plenty of compassion in men. There's plenty of compassion in men. I don't think the guys are uncompassionate. What do you think?
Um. Well, obviously, I mean, men can be just as or more compassionate than some women. But I don't think it's anti-male to say that a man shouldn't have as much say as a woman does because again, the woman has to carry the baby, the man does not.
But he
His
is not
part's over.
but he's the father. There's a father and a mother, not right.
Right? No, yeah, you're right.
So
There's
what
the
is it?
mother and the father.
What is it? Are you saying that fatherhood and motherhood, the fathers can't care about children?
No, no, no.
So do you think fathers have as much interest in children as women?
They can.
Maybe more?
Some, maybe.
So you
Not
don't,
all.
you don't categorize sexes in 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 what you say, what's the way to put it, in criminality of, of stereotypes.
No, no, not at all.
So a man may want that. He may love and want that child, and he participated in that child coming into being eventually.
Sure.
But he could be a caring person.
Can he be a caring person?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Do you think fathers have as much love for their children as mothers? Maybe more?
I can't say all, but there are definitely some that probably love their kids more than the mom does.
So you're not stereotyping women or men, are you?
No, no, not at all.
So you're not, you agree with me, it's a human issue.
So,
Love
I'm
is
sorry.
love is in the person. Now,
Yeah, no, 100%.
it is not founded. I had someone say to me, I see you take your heart up. I had someone say to me in a meeting, he said, women were passionate. Some people said it to me, that is absolute nonsense and stereotypical nonsense. I know plenty of guys that are kind, human, with female qualities, maybe with more female qualities than women. A lot of women are very masculine, huh?
Yeah.
Are a lot of women masculine?
Are a lot of them in what? I'm sorry.
Masculine in their traits.
Uh,
They joined the army,
y-
right?
I wouldn't call that masculine.
But many women have masculine qualities, right?
Masculine qualities, yeah, sure.
And I don't think that's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Completely fine.
You don't have to say, you don't have to be a woman, you don't have to be some kind of model on the runway, or you
Right.
have to be a kind, sweet person. Okay, maybe
Yeah.
some women are kind and sweet. I think some of them are. Some of them are.
Yeah. Some are, some aren't. I mean, it really depends on the person.
It really does. You know, so I have, of course, I'm not 22 years old, so I'm not going to think in that way about business. Many men, young men, they have expectations about women, right?
Yeah.
They think they should be like their mothers or something, or they should be sweet. I don't categorize women. They all have to be sweet. They don't. Maybe they're not.
They're definitely not. I know a lot of women that are not sweet.
That's right, they're not.
Yeah.
But our society puts that on them, doesn't it?
Yeah, they do.
And do you think that a woman, if she wants to get married, look at this way. If a woman wants to marry a guy, you believe she has to put on that,
That she has to what?
put on that front.
Oh, no, not at all.
Sweet and feminine.
No.
You don't think so?
No. I know so.
Well, but you just said to me, not all women are feminine. Not all women are masculine. Not all
Right.
women are sweet, right?
Right.
But they will, I think, to make the championship, they will put on that front.
I disagree.
Okay, tell me what.
Well, I'm engaged. I'm not sure if you knew that.
I didn't know it. Congratulations.
Thank you. My fiance is not the typical, feminine kind of person, and she never made it ever she never put up that front to me. The entire 13 years I've known her, especially now. I mean, there's really no reason to, but I know a lot of women that are like that they're just like, they're, I guess, brash or whatever, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, women can't, be brash or bold or whatever, And I know, I mean, my mom's like that. My mom is a brash, bold person, and my fiance's like that, and my grandma's like that. So, and I have friends that are like that. So I disagree. I'm sure some do, but I don't think everyone does. I think some women probably do it, probably because they are unsure, probably of themselves about who they think they should be rather than who they are. But I don't think they should. I think they should be themselves. If they're not like that, they're not like that. It happens like that.
Let me ask you this, Gary. Two questions. Do you believe that women could be self-defense?
Some can, yeah, definitely,
Sometimes, yes.
yeah.
And you believe that they, you think they can be self-defense?
Repeat that for me.
You think a woman can be as tough as a guy?
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Uh, but you not, I agree people should be themselves. Like, I agree with you. And you find that men who are poets and those kind of people, men do all kinds of theoretically feminine things.
Yeah,
Some men like poetry, right?
yeah,
They do
true.
that. Some men like serious music or something. They like that. Some men like to be a helper in the house, right? There are men that like to maintain the house, right?
Yeah,
There are men that may be better at taking care of children than women.
definitely. Oh yeah,
So that's the whole point, you know. So you agree with me that passion and love is a quality found in the human.
yes,
And of course, let's just take a look at some of the situations in our society about love. Uh, do you believe that people people look for love?
yeah,
But some look for money,
yes,
right?
yeah.
Some look for money. Some look for material possessions. Hold on, I gotta hello? Just a minute, give me a minute. Hello? I'm on the computer on a meeting. I can't talk to you. Call me back in an hour, okay? Okay. Uh, what about, say, a guy who likes knitting? Maybe men that like knitting, right?
Yeah,
What is a woman? You consider a woman is not, you think she's stereotyping men as being football players, as being Marines? You think someone look for those theoretically masculine qualities and do not like a guy who likes knitting to take care of the house? Now, they may want a guy who takes charge, takes care of them, right?
right,
And many women, she never said that again. Are you going to take care of me? Now, she is looking for a certain kind of guy, right?
right,
She's not looking for the poet. She's not looking for the guy who gets the guy who wants to hang around the house. She
right,
don't want that. But if she wants those things, if she wants those things, she is looking, she's stereotyping what she wants in guys, right?
right.
What do you think of that? Do you think that woman should, do you think anybody should stereotype anybody based on stereotypes or sexual stereotypes?
No, obviously stereotypes are hurtful, and most of them aren't true. So no, I think stereotyping is probably the wrong way to go, especially if you're trying to get in a relationship with somebody.
Right, but if you want to be in a relationship, you have to be prepared to grasp what the other person is as a person.
Right.
And you can't push these expectations on society to make. For example, our society, you probably agree with me, I think our society puts a lot not a beauty of looks. They got to be good looking,
Yeah.
right? And everything you see in magazines, cable magazines, every magazine, you see a 23-year-old with a penis, right?
Right.
Is that real?
Is it real? No.
Are you going to get that?
Yeah.
You want it. You want that.
I don't really look for that. I look for more if I vibe with the person rather than just if they look good.
But our society works on the basis of people who live in a money society, a money society. People like the beauty to business.
Yeah.
Our society pushes women to be beautiful. And the reason they push it is they buy things to do it.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So do you feel that you have to be do you want any kind of privilege? Can you relate to that privilege?
Well, well, again, I guess it really depends on the person because, by most beauty standards, my fiance isn't good looking, but I think that she's the prettiest girl in the world. So I like everything else. I think it really just depends on the person.
Also, beauty is in the beholder, right?
Right.
Some people look beautiful, some people
Yeah.
are terrible. Not so.
Um.
And also, our society, you probably know this better than me, pushes looks standards and then
Yeah.
you got to be good looking, right?
Right.
Now, what about people who are not good looking? How do they do it?
I really don't know.
Well, suppose they're fat,
Sure.
or they're not good looking. Does our society accept it? And what they are, they push them into something they are not.
No, I'm all for accepting everybody as they are. I will never advocate for something like pushing somebody to, talk like this way or look
That's
like
right.
this way.
For example, for many women, a woman who, I think it's true, probably know it, but we all know something. Women who are aggressive, many of them have turned
Could you repeat that for me?
An aggressive woman or a loud woman to turn off from that man.
Uh, I would say most, yeah.
But the guy is aggressive. I have found this to be true, Jared. Something I'm not happy about. Women like aggressive men.
Yes.
They do.
Yeah.
Don't they?
Yep.
They like guys who take charge.
Yep.
Right? They do not like guys that are quiet. Do they?
No, not really.
So, but don't you think that the woman's perception of a guy being loud and aggressive is correct?
Is it what?
It's correct. Right.
It's correct. Yeah, 100% is correct.
But on the other hand, some guys are not loud and aggressive.
No. No.
So, are there women for that?
There definitely is, yeah.
But so you agree with me that a woman who says she likes to speak guys, she's quiet.
Yeah.
She wants aggressive, money earner to take care of her. Right?
Some, sure.
She certainly finds that quality is liked by women than the rest of us.
Yeah.
It's life. Can you explain that? It's not a good quality. It's a picture of a quality. It's a quality that's not, I don't like that quality in anybody. But women will like it.
Some do, yeah.
Do you think the majority want those qualities in their husband?
Yeah, yeah.
But they don't want a husband who's going to yell at them and push them around. Do they?
No, no.
So it's a balance, right?
Right.
They want someone. I know this from my experience as a music a women like black person. They do.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
I honestly can't. I don't understand why that's a turn on for so many people.
But I personally don't like that.
Right.
I don't care. I like
It's fine.
quiet people, nice people. But as you say, women do not know. You know that quietness, being a man who is nice, not gonna work.
I disagree because I would say I'm a nice person. I think that's worked for me.
You think it works your you think it works your relationship with your neighbor.
Yeah.
You think some women look for that. And
I would say some do. Some don't, obviously.
but let's just get down to a little more in depth. I mean, let's be honest. I believe in being honest. Being nice doesn't work.
No, I completely disagree with that. Being nice works. It works.
You think it works?
Oh, definitely. It definitely works.
Some people it doesn't work.
I feel like okay, so this might be a little controversial to say. I think some men take nice to a passive aggressive level, and so they think they're being nice, but they're actually just being assholes.
How do you mean by they being assholes?
Well, because they'll say something that sounds nice to them, right? But to the other person, they don't think about how the other person will take it, so they're actually just being an asshole. But they think they're being nice, and I think those are the people like, oh well, I'm a nice guy and nothing happens with me. Like, well, maybe you're not actually nice. Maybe you think you're nice, but you're actually not, and you're actually just insulting people.
Well, that's an interesting point. It's a matter of how the person expresses it.
Right.
You're right. If the person, some people take it differently, right?
Yeah.
You can say one thing and respond to the other person will hit them in the wrong way and react.
Yeah.
So, let's get down to what do you think is going to happen? Get back to our story. What do you think is going to happen?
Repeat that for me.
What do you think is going to happen in the Supreme Court? Who's going to overturn Roe v. Wade?
Well, a lot more people are gonna die, and that's not good. I really think that there's no reason to overturn it. It's been law in this country since 1973. Okay, that's way before I was born, and it should still exist through the time my great grandkids are my age. You know what I mean? It's a very bad precedent to send to America to be like, well, it doesn't matter how long these things have been, law, they can still be overturned.
Back to Roe v. Wade. Why do you say that taking away some of this attention? What do you justify that? You think that person is not a person? Right?
Well, okay, so we had this discussion last week.
Did, yeah. So you were in some sense. I went well. You're right. I don't know if you're bad. You do feel that person is not a person.
It's not a person until it comes out. In my view, it has to be viable outside the womb before I count it as a person.
I don't want to be repetitive, but you did discuss it. Uh, do you think the majority of people in the United States are this?
No, actually, I just read a study today that said, what was it, 73% or 75% of Americans don't they oppose repealing Roe versus Wade.
Well, that's interesting because I thought that the Congress and their almost majority before overturning, or I guess abortion. Remember Roe v. Wade, was that a large percentage of the population is against abortion? Do you think that's appreciated?
Well, I know a lot of people are against abortion for themselves, but they still don't want to take that right away.
Right.
While a lot of people probably won't do it for themselves, there are people that need it. And without Roe versus Wade, we cannot have that in this country, unfortunately. In that study that I read, most, like, at least half the states where, I mean, they already have bills, you know, mostly the South, obviously. They have bills already that have been passed that are law now that ban abortion after 6 weeks or 15 weeks or whatever it is. And without Roe v. Wade there to really set that precedent, I mean, it's pretty much just banned at that point in a lot of the southern states, which are a lot of the Christian, you know, very Christian states. And, you know, it's kind of bad that we're still debating this. I mean, it's been, what, almost 40 years since this has been codified in the law by the Supreme Court, and we're still having this debate like it's like it should be banned in half the country and free, not banned in the other half of the country. I think it should just be, if you need it or if you want it, you can get it. It doesn't matter where you live. You don't have to go across state lines to do it. You can do it whenever you want to. I mean, it should just be a right that we have, like owning guns, for instance. I'm against guns. I don't need them. I live in a pretty safe part of the country, but if we have a right to own a gun, we should have the right to an abortion. Like this, that's just how it should be.
Well, obviously, I agree. I think this is going to get moral issue. I've had that history before, and I don't think you can get escape the true reality that you are telling me. I'm not person, and I don't believe in anybody taking anybody out of his life. I don't believe it. Because you say that a person have a right to taking, or to humanity a right. I don't think that's right. It's right in that.
Well,
What is the right about taking someone out of the facility? Where is that the right?
well, technically, it's still just a lot of cells because, like we talked about last time, most women kind of they know early on, so it's just a bunch of clump of cells. It doesn't really happen after 15 weeks. It's not really after 15 weeks. I mean, you're in for it. I mean, that's it. So, it's not even close to being a person. You know, 4 weeks.
But if it's just a bunch of cells, take those cells and go up, what do you do with them?
You're just excluding those cells out of your body.
You are depriving potentiality for others. They
Can I-
put the word.
Can I ask you a question?
Right?
Okay, let's say, and I'm sorry if I have to get a bit graphic on this. Let's say a woman gets raped. Okay. Do you think that she should be forced to keep that clump of cells in her body till it becomes a baby outside the womb, or should she have the right to an abortion?
I don't think she can be forced, but I think she should be. Some people, first of all, they're using it because they don't want to bother with that. You get down to the reality of the motivation of what is going on in the abortion. They don't want to do it because it's hard. They don't want to be bothered to have any time. They'd rather get rid of it, right? That's about it, isn't it? They don't want to be bothered.
Well, right, we're right. But if a woman gets raped, isn't that something that we should allow her to do, because if she raises a rapist baby, that's kind of messed up.
I sort of agree with you, but I don't think that, of course, a woman should be advised to follow this. You don't think there's a moral issue? Some people don't. I think there is a moral issue. I think we should be advised. And also, say this about the women. That baby has to keep that. You practice without that's the result is being.
Well, see, here's the difference between our arguments, right? You think it's a moral issue, and I think that it's a right that we have.
Where is your right? I don't think, is it in the Constitution that you have a right to take someone's life?
Well, you're
what's your right in that?
well, we're not taking away a life because it's not a life yet.
But the thing about it, if it happens to you, you would why?
But
you would not be here.
I would not be a person at that point, though.
You would not be alive. That person has the ability and potentiality to be born. You would not be born. You would not be alive. And if you want to say that you don't need it, all right. Maybe you don't need it. Maybe I don't need it.
Well, in my viewpoint, nothing has value until it makes value. You understand?
No, I don't.
So,
I believe this. I've seen black people as a man. I see everything.
right, human, which means person, which means something that has cognition, right? Because we're all cognitively functioning.
You're not dealing with the issue that it's not to do with
Right.
You're really saying you what?
But, see, the thing is, right, at that point in any of our lives, we are not people yet. We are not people until we have that cognitive function, and cognitive function doesn't happen until after you're outside the womb.
By the same token, a retarded kid doesn't have cognitive function. I guess he's worthless too. What is the value of a handicapped retarded child who has brain damage? That's the kind of reason, what happens to a person on the brink of death. You think their life should be gone because they're dying? You make an assumption about humanity, particularly the assumption that a handicapped child, or brain damage child, or retarded child, you can't do anything. He's a burden on society. You think that child should be treated as nothing to you. I don't agree. I think it's retarded people have great words. Handicapped people have great words. A dying person have equal. Their work is not dependent on their status in life.
While I'm against aborting babies with mental disabilities, that's not up to me. That's up to whoever's carrying that baby. If they don't want to, they don't have to. I don't have to like it. I don't have to, promote it.
It's a significant moral violation to say that a handicapped, you don't want to bother with this handicapped kid, this retarded kid. You don't want to be bothered. You don't want him around, so you get rid of him. Abortion is getting rid.
That's their right.
I don't think it's a legal right. Any more than having a gun and killing somebody is a legal right.
Well, I mean, having a gun is a right.
It's a legal right, yes, and there's nothing wrong with having a gun.
Right. So if you can own a gun, and in a lot of states, if they're on your property, and whatever property means in that state, you can kill them, and you don't go to jail. So shouldn't abortion be a right too?
I don't think you can equate having a gun. Abortion is allowing and approving the disposition of the person who has potentiality to be in you have children?
I don't. No.
You will probably. And do you want someone to have the right to get rid of that child if they don't want him around?
if me and my fiance if she gets pregnant and she looks at me and she says, "Listen, I know we want kids. It's just too early right now." I will look back at her and I will say, "You know what? I might disagree, but that is completely your choice since you're the one carrying the child in the first place. That's not my place to say anything."
You're the father. You have every place to say anything.
I disagree.
You fought the child about it.
Nope, disagree. I don't have to carry it. That doesn't do anything to my body. It would do something to her body.
If somebody suggests she's still a woman like that, fine. I was trying to do it. You want to talk about the big talk about I don't want to kind of dark. Let's talk about Frankie.
Okay.
He throwing around money around, right?
I'm sorry?
He is throwing a lot of money.
I mean, sure. I mean, he's an old Democrat, of course. They all throw money away.
Right. Do you think that's good? I'll be economically, it's a success.
Well, I don't think it's good, but there's really nothing we can do about it because Biden's like 1,000, so he's not going to listen to any of us.
But Biden has taken the view that by throwing money at people, he's going to solve the problem. Actually, I can't say what the effect. I'm not an economist. I don't know enough about it to make judgment on what he's doing. But apparently, economically, now whether economically it's first traced
Well, I mean, I do agree. Throwing money at people will help. I mean, making a universal basic income would really help. Biden's not going to do that because he's an idiot. But if he threw more money at the poor people that need it, I feel like it would help. You know, it would help a lot. He just doesn't want to do it because, again, he's an idiot. And he has a lot of corporate backers that wouldn't like that either. But I think that if he did that, we might be able to close that gap between the really rich and the really poor.
Let me ask you this, Gary. I hope this is an intentional way. The United States is a fairly advanced society, right?
Yeah.
So do we have only like India, China, or wherever you like to do we have what? No, people.
There are a lot of poor people? Yeah, we do.
Well, then I educated. You look at the map after that. Then you look at the United States. You don't see. You don't see a lot. Most people have radio. They may have TV. They may have computers. They have cell phones. You tell me these people up there.
Yes.
What is your definition of poverty?
Someone who
They have a place to live, right?
someone who can't pay their rent on time every single month, which is most of America at this point.
Why do you think? Why is it? He's throwing money because you don't know where the money is going. It's going, do you?
I'm sorry.
You don't know where the money is disposing of. Don't you know who's getting it?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, if he made a universal basic income, I mean that'd be pretty good. But he's not going to do that.
What do you mean by universal? You should create a situation where people get a certain amount of money, everybody?
Yeah, the poorest people get, what was it? I think the proposal was like $1,200 a month for people who are living below the poverty line. And then, it gets less the higher you go up in every tax bracket.
But apparently, the policy of exposing of money to whoever's getting it, you know what?
No, it's not because he's not putting it in the right place.
How do you know where it's going?
We don't because he has all those corporate backers. He's not going to tell us.
Well, now let me ask you this. That's one point. To me, it is apparent that his economic policies in this respect are better. They're not working.
No, they're not working.
What about, let me just give you another question that I'd like to ask. The many people in our society are always talking about diversity. Right?
Yes.
Okay, we gotta be diverse, right?
Yes.
Okay. We gotta have non-white people come in the country, right? That's good,
Yeah.
right?
It is. Yep. It is.
Well, you're assuming that being diverse is good. Where do you draw that conclusion?
Well, I'm diverse. I mean, without my great grandparents not being able to come in the country, I wouldn't be here right now.
You just said that. All right, the assumption of being diverse is the liberal agenda has been the liberal agenda for many, many years. What's good about it?
Well,
We should have a country which is unified.
Well,
homogeneous, not diverse. Diversity is not good.
Well, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, okay? Do you believe in the Great Replacement Theory?
I don't know what that is.
So the Great Replacement Theory is one of the far right conspiracy theories that the more diverse, I guess, people, the more minorities we bring in this country, eventually there'll be no more white people. Do you believe in that?
No, I'm not a racist. I'm a Christian. I believe that Jesus died for all men and women. Black, white, Latino. All he places like that. What matter to you about it? What to me, Christ places infinite value in every human being, every race, every class, every sex.
Okay.
I truly hope that these people
Okay, so are you worried about the birth rates of America right now because they're really low?
I don't have any prejudice. I don't have any race. No.
All right, well, good.
Races like Jesus, he specifically associated with sinners and undesirable people. He was criticized. Jesus came to the public. He was criticized with the wrong crowd. I'm with the wrong crowd. They could be black. They could be female. They could be anything. They could be gay. But all fine with me. Christ loved them and died. I'm a Christian. I believe that. I have no race. Zero.
Okay. Well, good, because I was wondering, but no, well, I mean, we are a diverse country. We are a melting pot. That's what a melting pot is. America will always be diverse no matter what. But it's always good to see perspectives from a different point of view. Like, I'm Hispanic, okay? I live in a very white area of northern Michigan. While I am diverse, I do speak like everyone else speaks because I grew up here. And I think it's interesting that I've lived here for 25 years, okay? And I still get looked at like I'm not from here because of the color of my skin. If there were more diversity up here, I don't feel like that would happen. I have a friend that lived in California that doesn't act like that at all, and he just sees me as another person. And I think that's interesting that someone from California or someone from Florida who lived around Hispanic people treat me like everyone else, whereas other people that have grown up here, around me, still act like I'm some different person that just because I'm brown. I know that I have a lot of light shining on me right now, but I am brown. That I'm some, like, people speak Spanish to me. I don't know Spanish. I know very little Spanish, and people try to, like, talk entire sentences to me that are white. They are not Hispanic people. They are white, and they're trying to, like, they're just racist people. And I feel like if there's more diversity up here, like there is in California or Florida or Texas or wherever, then I feel like that wouldn't happen as much, right?
That's true. Well, let me tell you about the term diversity. That is created. Democrats and liberal left use pushing political code. That's all. Why? To work this country with a political ploy. They use it, and I think they use it because they want these voters. I have nothing against people who I told you I don't. But I don't believe in diversity as a political code word. I don't think it's true. I think it's nonsense. I think that's constantly being used for that purpose to get votes.
Well, I mean, yeah, but diversity is still good.
It's not good. It's used for the shouting and yelling in terms of political purpose. It's not used.
Well, the only people that scream about it are the Republicans because they want this country to be a completely white place.
It's very bad for the vote. If you recall, in fact, my understanding that the Latino and Black community floating over Trump voting papers. I like it because the Latinos to this day are very close. So that's not good.
I don't know what kind of Latinos you're talking to because all the Latinos that I know are very anti-Trump because of how much rhetoric that how much venom he spit at all of us, including me, an American citizen, saying he wanted to deport every single Mexican out of the country, no matter if they were Americans or not. I was scared there for a couple years because I thought he was actually going to do it.
Okay, this is my opinion about deportation. First, he violates the law. They come here, violate. They know they're violating. They know it. They're actually illegally. They don't deserve to be here.
Well, it
Someone who violates the law be allowed to be here. They should be absolutely deported.
well,
What
if
about
we
people who come here legally? Should they be deported?
people come here illegally or legally.
Legally. If people come here legally, pay their taxes, do what they're supposed to do.
I mean,
I see no reason to allow. I'm not going to be manipulated and told breaking the law is good. It's terrible position on every person in this country. You guys violate the law and phase it.
people break the law here. Should we deport them too?
You should deport people who are here illegally, have no right to connect. Yeah, they can do anything. They're doing it constantly. Maybe the decision to get rid of the law and stay here and continue to violate the law. You're not fooling me. You say that. Maybe you want to say that too, that they should be allowed to. There's every reason they should be.
I, I don't know. I don't know. Listen, okay. It really depends on what you mean by illegally, okay? Because do you think that people coming here and declaring amnesty, do you think that's illegal?
I don't know why they. I would not. They'll make a judgment on that. Usually it's asylum, and I believe asylum is the law.
Asylum, amnesty, it's the same thing.
Asylum, I'm not sure of. They simply use that as a method of getting here, I think. So.
Do you think that we should make it easier for people to come into the country legally?
I think there should be guidance. People should come here legally, obey the law, and follow the legal rules. What's wrong with that?
But do you think we should make it easier to come in legally rather than making people come in illegally?
I don't think it's there are guidelines, so you can do that. I came back out. I didn't come back out. That would be serious. Something. Because it's the law. What's wrong with that? You think it should make it easier for people to violate?
No. I'm just asking, do you think that we should make it easier for people to come here legally instead of having...
I don't know how easy or hard it is.
There's like 50 steps to coming here illegally.
There are people who come here legally.
Okay.
obey the law. They're the
Okay.
people that should be respected and rewarded, not manipulate the law to get your things.
Have you ever asked yourself, why do people come here illegally?
Because it's easier. It's easier, that's why.
Okay, well,
They get away with it.
okay, well, that's my point, though. If it's easier to come here illegally, then we should make it easier to come here legally, so people don't have to come here
But what
illegally.
about the people that come illegally? Easier or hard? They obey the law.
That's not really a point, though. I mean,
I think it's
it.
easier to come illegal, and that's going to solve the problem now. There's a person who comes here illegal is constantly violating the law, making fools of the entire nation. We live by laws. People are going to obey the law or jail. Make certain people.
Okay. Do you know how people come here illegally?
I don't know how they come here illegal. I know that people who come here illegal are obeying the law. People who come here illegally making fools.
People come here illegally.
Manipulating you and me. You species with the truth. And coming here illegally should be allowed. I don't think it's
You know what? I think they should. I don't care. I mean, it doesn't matter to me because there's still people, and I think borders are dumb.
Why is not a matter of just those people? They are violating our laws. Just like if you don't pay your taxes, you violate the law. If you put up a stop sign, the police stop you. You can that's the way it is. You don't like it? That's too bad. Go to a country where
There is no country that allows that.
there's no country that allows to violate their borders. No, there are no countries that allow it.
Right. So maybe we just shouldn't have borders.
We shouldn't have borders. But we should have a situation where people walk in here as they wish.
Yeah, why not?
Well, that's your perspective.
But it's not just here though. If we eliminate borders, that would be everywhere. So everyone could just go everywhere without having a border there.
Then you're eliminating the concept of every country.
Right, yeah. You could go down to South America, go into every country you wanted to, and they wouldn't be able to stop you.
Well, I believe we have society, and they work. And I don't think we should allow people to walk in and make fools for our If you don't walk in, you want to obey the law, pay their taxes, and buy a house and pay their mortgage. These are the people who deserve respect. Not a bunch of people who walk in here. If you have a situation where people can walk in this country, you're serious.
I don't know if I believe that. I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me, I guess, because it's so hard to come in here legally. I mean, there's so many hoops you have to jump through, so many steps you have to go through, and it's. I think we should just make it way easier to come in here legally, and then we won't have illegal immigrants coming in. Even though I do want to say, illegal immigration is a net zero right now. Like, we have more people leaving the country than we do coming in, so it's kind of a moot point right now. Like, it's not really even a debate.
I see your point. I don't really object to it. I believe that you better decide it. Sorry.
Maybe if we stop.
You want to reward someone who violates our laws?
Well, we elected Trump. I mean, he violated every single law he could, even as president, and people still reward him.
Trump was a good president. Because the economy was fine in the president. It's terrible. Therefore, it indicates he's doing a good job. I don't know. That's what they do. Like another political vote. Some people racist. By the liberals who was by liberals who are racist. And they are using political content. And they are making people. They say that about the people. They say about anybody who nonsense. Full people racist. I think it's political. What does the laws of the It's another one. Two lying coaches.
Uh, I still disagree with that because people are racist to me all the time.
You're running this show. You're not a racist. All over.
I'm sorry?
You're running this show. You're not a racist. All over the place.
There's racists everywhere.
I don't think that. I don't think that.
I I live in a town with a whole bunch of them. Yeah.
Racist is political. I do it left and car for that. I refuse to be made a fool of in my country. I'm not just like I want to be a fool of these for diversity. It's a political bullshit program, quite honestly. I don't buy into it. It's a lie, and I'm not going to be made a fool.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I enjoyed the talk. And I hope you enjoyed it.
I always enjoy talking to you.
Yeah, I mean, I have no judgment. Maybe not. You don't like it, okay? I'm not here to be liked. I don't want to be liked, and I didn't see it being liked.
Oh.
Or a better
All right.
way to spend my time than not being liked. Right? I don't think
Okay.
you want people to like you. You want people to
Uh,
listen to you.
Well, I mean, if people like me, they like me. If they don't, they don't. But I'm still gonna fight for diversity and legal immigration as much as I can.
That's fine. All right. Okay, yeah. I'll talk to you later. If you want to do this again, we can do it again.
Yeah, we can definitely do it again.
You can reconvene. But this was StreamYard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It was good talking to you. We'll do it again, okay?
All right.
I see your point about legal immigration. I see your point. You really do. I see your point about the rich. I see the rich country. I am not a racist. I am still racist. Racist. I told you I'm religious. I don't like it.
Okay.
Just like with gay people. I think they have every right to do what they want. You know? In our society. There's no laws against them. They can do what they want.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I gotta go.
Okay. Have a good day.
That's right.
Oh my god, man. Oh man, that was fun. That was fun. Oh man. That was that was interesting. Hey, Dark Wolf, man, you missed the debate, man. It was fun though. It was fun. I liked it. I was like having him come on. Oh, oh god, dude, that was funny. All right. Like trying to figure this audio working. Yeah, dude, that was. Oh man, I don't know what was going on with audio, but that's interesting. Oh hey, I got my shop up on my website, officially. So I'm gonna start adding some more stuff in there, soon, hopefully. Cool, I'll check it out. Hell yeah. Um, Everybody should check out the shop. At weathersmedia.org. It's it's not completely finished, but hopefully soon it will be. I'm gonna be adding some new stuff in there too. So that'll be pretty fun. Okay, so now, guess we'll just I don't know, do something. Sorry, I'm checking stuff. Okay, I should probably change the title. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing though. Coming illegally is a spit in the face of those who came legally and had to wait. It's like cutting a line. That we should make it easier. We should make it easier to come into America. That this proves my point right here. Anyway, I was supposed to be on till 3, so I have about 20 minutes, and I'm not really sure what to do. I guess I could end early. I kind of don't want to, though. I love doing debates. I do. I really wish I could do more of them. But I have a full-time job, and that takes a lot of my time away. Well, I'm not really sure what to do, so I guess I'll just sign off, and I will see you guys next time.